Sir, side please. Emergency official business. Ma'am, side please. Side please. Thank you. Official business, sir. Ma'am, emergency. Please step aside, sir.
Hey, get lost. I'm waiting here, huh?
FBI, you might want to stay out of this, all right, sir? Excuse me, sir. Ma'am, please, back off. All right, I need 8 double tall.
This is an emergency. Interruption. From the Hot Toys Wizard. And as you can clearly see, I am disguised as TK FOMO. And you have to wonder, is the reason why I am disguised as TK FOMO? Is it because that possibly TK FOMO will be officially released for Star Wars from Hot Toys at Celebration? You have to wonder. And will it be 1 clone, 2 clones, 3 clones, 4 clones, 5 clones, 6 clones, 7 clones, 8 clones, 9 clones, 10 clones? Are you kidding me? There's so many clones that are coming. I think I saw my friend Fives. Is that an ARC Trooper? Is that my friend Fives? Did they not even show Clone Commander Gree yet? I am just going absolutely crazy. I don't even know what to do anymore. Let's just go ahead and dive into it before Aries gets here. Right now. Welcome to another episode of the Market Value Chart Show. Right here, baby, at 6 Scale Cantina. And in case you don't know who I am the Dark Jedi, Aries Tarrington. And I'll be serving up all the Star Wars Hot Toys talk. Wow. Along with a full panel of all of you and Fabio from FabsFigures in just a little bit, joining me later on the show at right around 8:15 or so. But right now, you're stuck with lonely old me. And my, oh my, am I serving it up? I'm almost running out of coffee. Look what I got right here. I'm brewing up more right now. Goodness, it's the house blend. You can see right through it, baby. It's so clear. It's so crisp. Let me know what table you're at. As in a matter of fact, oh my goodness gracious. I'm not even going to look at the chat yet. But I know what table I should fill up first. And how appropriate with this right here.
Everything that has transpired has done so according to my design.
Oh, table 66, getting the coffee and spilling the coffee all over the place. You can see right through it, baby. Come on, it is crisp. It is clean with so much damn caffeine. I don't even know what to do with myself today. Come on, baby. Woo! I thought I saw 5s. Do I see 5s? Is 5s in? Oh my God! How long have we been talking about 5s? And I'm telling you right now, I know we got some of those pictures. I got exploded with these pictures coming from those booths. We'll get into them a little bit later in the show, but that ain't nothing yet. That ain't nothing yet. That's not nothing. That's not even anything. That's just kind of setting up. That's like little piecemeals here and there. Oh my goodness gracious! Let me see who the heck is in here. Come on, man. This is just exciting as heck. I'm just going to say, come on, a whole bunch. Let's see. How far back do I want to go? Charles Rubel is in the house. If I missed you, go ahead and put it on there again. I'm ready to spill some coffee. Like I told you, I got it right here, baby. Did you spill any coffee today already? Holy crap. Eric, Hot Toys is releasing fire for Star Wars. What the hell? Look, man. Look, man. Look at the banner right there, dude. 6scalecantina.com. Mark Attack is in the house. Single Songwriter is in the house. Pablo Meza is in the house. Sinister is in the house. My God, it's Popsic. Fabio is always running late. That's why I was late, because Fabio's not even here yet. And we still got to wait for that SOB. Come on, let's go ahead and fill up table 66 again.
Everything that has transpired has done so according to my design.
Ooh, baby. Ha, 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 ha. Mark Attack. This is right before I came on. Not to worry. The Dark Jedi is just taking a ride on his newly acquired speeder. You do have to wonder. Remember, no, and Fabulous Disaster says the wizard is meditating. A wizard arrives precisely when he means to. Come on. It's Popsic with the Here We Go. I know Popsic ain't at table 66, but I know what table Popsic is at. Let's go ahead and get him going right now. Man, I feel like Grogu. Hot Toys making me feel like Grogu. And the Prime Time reviews in the house. What a great channel. Let's start spilling that coffee, baby. Oh, and give me those vehicles. Prime Time. What is going on? Looking forward to getting Prime Time back in here. Where the heck is that? There we go. There's my other. And then there's Big Bretta. I need a coffee for table 88. Oh, man, you're at table 88. Come on. Well, look who was at table 88 today with Big Bretta.
This drink, I like it.
I know, it's great, right?
Another, baby. Another. I was spilling it. I was cracking it. I was just like Thor today, baby. Good to have Joao, my man Joao, in the house. Goodness gracious. Oh, man. Lane Kramer. It's a market value chart. Smash the like button, says the collector number one. Always good to have my friend, the collector number one, in here. And good evening from frickin' table 11. Let's go ahead and fill up table 11 today. Look who's sitting there today who dropped by.
This is the way.
You ain't crapping, it's the way. You ain't crapping, it's the way. Who else is at table 11 today? Collector number one says, smash that like button. Dorikus Macus says, I thought it started at 6:15, but then I remembered. The wizard is on Tatooine time. Come on there, Dorikus. Come on, my friend. You know the whole drill. You know the drill. And is this what they call me?
They call him the Wizard.
No, I got some special off-world Jawa. Look at that egg juice. Look at that egg juice today, baby. Oh, my God. 64 in here. Hit the like button. Fabio from FabsFigures is coming soon. Soon. Let's go ahead and fill up at table 11 again.
This drink, I like it.
I know, it's great, right?
Oh, come on. There's too much chat. I can't get to it all. Goodness gracious. Single Songwriter also says, hit the like button. Listen to these guys. Eric Henke says that. And here is Ash Chase. Come on. And look, Mr. McPickle. It looked like a new Vader in the back. Am I crazy? It looks like a new Vader. And I say, yes. Look, I'm not surprised. I really thought we'd be getting a new Vader. Obviously, I think we all calculated we're going to get a Vader, right? From the Obi-Wan series. That's probably what it is. But I thought I saw maybe a couple of Vaders. Hard to tell exactly what scale or what they're doing. But I'm telling you right now, there will be a few Vaders on pre-order at one time coming up here over the next several months. I'm telling you. Clink is in here. What's up, Aries? Cantina whiskey at table 44. Ooh, he's at a cold table. At a cold table, all the 40s. And at 44 today.
Oh, really? You're cold?
I am. I'm cold. I'm cold. I'm hot. I'm hot. Mr. McPickle. I love that comment. I love it about Vader. Let's go. Let's go. TK FOMO, I heard he was in here right before I came on. Every time I try and fill up, goodness gracious, what happens? Look who's in here. All I got to say is, woo! Broderick, what's up, baby? What's up? Oh, man, I am just so freaking beside myself. Fabulous disaster. Oh, baby, what is going on? Fabulous disaster. So many beautiful figures coming this year and next. I can't wait. The Dark Jedi is on fire. And what about TK FOMO? I know that was Big Bretta's. That was Big Bretta's moment for the show. That was Big Bretta's moment for the show. Come on. To have TK FOMO open it up. Oh my goodness gracious. So look, baby. Look, we got 70 in here already. And look what I got flashing on this side of the screen. And I'm telling you right now, I have never seen a month like this from Hot Toys for anything. Forget about for Star Wars. Oh my God. I mean, absolutely insane. And I can't wait to talk about it when Fabio jumps in here. But we're going to go ahead and jump into it and talk about it right now. Holy crap. I mean, so much joy. And I have to go ahead and give myself some of this Jawa egg juice on a lot of the stuff we've been hoping for and keeping positive about and trying to predict a lot of the data. Man, a lot of this stuff is coming to pass. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought I saw 5s in there today. No, I'm seeing the ARC Trooper. Man, we're going to have to wait and see exactly what's going on. Let me know what table you're at. Holy moly. And I also saw Cobb Vanth. Goodness gracious. Mr. McPickle says there's going to be a Return of the Jedi, Kenobi, Vader, so many. I know. Just they call him the Wizard. I know they do. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. Let me blow this up a little bit here on the screen. Goodness gracious. Let's go this way. All right, so that's the header for today. You're at 6scalecantina.com. If you don't have 6scalecantina.com bookmarked, you may want to consider doing so. It has all the information about what's going on at 6 Scale Cantina. So not only subscribe to the channel right now on YouTube if you're watching, so you get pinged with the latest live shows, my latest pre-recorded videos, and also if you're a Cantina member, my latest uploads, stuff like that, live shows on there. But bookmark the site, because if you were bookmarked, you would have known that I was going live here 7:15 tonight. And look at that banner. We've got proper 66. And don't worry, I got it right here, baby. If you can see my little video screen there. Proper 66 in the house. Let me know if you want some of that. We got the coffee going all on in here. And look at what Hot Toys has going on. Look at that image I have in the background of the banner with those vehicles, with those clones, with Darth Vader, and all on the 45th anniversary of Star Wars. 45 years ago today is when A New Hope for Star Wars officially came out. And we were talking about it last week. And I was mentioning that we needed to pay very close attention to this Wednesday, what they were going to do. And sure enough, they put up some teasers getting ready for celebration. And I'm not even sure that we're going to wake up tomorrow morning and not have a whole lot more. Let's continue to scroll down. Here's your latest news. And wow, this is stacking up. This is stacking up here. Here's your breaking news from May 1st to today, May 25th. And let's go ahead and pull up the first of a couple of pictures. Look at that beautifulness here. Look at that. And putting up this first picture from that little video reel of these two pictures that they put up this morning. Holy, holy smoke. Man, that is absolutely crazy. Let me took down over here and put up some of these comments. 3 hours standing in line to see Star Wars. Then for 23 more weeks, I went to see it until I had most of the movie memorized. Look, Single Star Writer, you and I both know what a time it was in our history to have a movie of hope come out at that time, right there in the late 70s. It was absolutely unbelievable. Wow. It's just absolutely crazy. Bloodsport asks, Aries, did you have a heart attack today? I had a lot of damn coffee today, baby. And I spilled it all over the place with this. Would you look at this? Oh, my goodness gracious. Oh, my goodness gracious. Wow. Crossbow says, hello there to all and Aries. I may be trucking. Well, good that you're trucking along there, Crossbow. I'm glad that you're listening. And you're listening to the stream on Tractor Radio speakers. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. I know exactly what you're talking about there. And welcome and thank you for tuning in to the Dark Jedi. Goodness gracious. And putting this up onto the screen, giving Vader 45 some recognition, just became a new YouTube insider, a Cantina insider. And listen, for everybody who's a Cantina insider, you know I went through some personal stuff the last week and a half, but I'll be getting you here from this week on forward and this weekend some pretty juicy Cantina insider stuff. So stay tuned for those announcements. Plus, all the stuff I'm going to do on the channel over this Memorial Day weekend. A little teaser that Fabio and I have something special for you this weekend as well. And I'll talk about that with him when he pops on the show for sure. But thank you so much, Vader45, for that support and for becoming a Cantina insider. Much, much appreciated there, my friend. And look who's also in the house here. Riley's Reviews, one of the Wonder Twins. Riley, did you spill your coffee on these clones? My goodness gracious. This stream just got R-rated. These pictures go hard. Come on. Come on. It sure did. And let us go ahead and fill up table 66 once again.
Everything that has transpired has done so according to my design.
Certainly according to a lot of the data and analysis here at 6scalecantina.com. That's kind of the theory today. Aaron, what is up to you? What is going on, my friend, as well? But man, look at this stuff. Mr. McPickle says lots of good stuff coming soon. And let's take a look at this. These vehicles. Let's start with. Where do I start? Where do I start? You see the different clone variants that are there. You see these vehicles that they're going to be diving into. And, you know, we were wondering about that Naboo starfighter. The vehicle that they have up, right now on those. I got to play it right now. That vehicle that they've been teasing for a while. That's, one of these. And if you were wondering about that, you don't have to wonder any further. And it looks like that they're going to be starting off with some smaller ones here. These are kind of like the speeder bikes, to be quite honest with you. That little AT Walkerish thing there with that AT-RT type. I'm trying to remember. Clone Trooper, it looks like there. On one of these pictures anyway. Man, this looks so sick. I mean, just look at these. Just look. Just take a look at these clone troopers. Obviously, some of the ones that we saw. Wow. But we're going to be getting some vehicles. And you have to wonder, is it possible that Hot Toys is really pulling out all the stops? And really, you have to wonder if it's to show me. You have to wonder if it's to show you. You have to wonder if it's to make a statement that they are diving deep into Star Wars like we've never seen before and are making a huge commitment to the IP. Because a lot of this stuff isn't even relevant to The Mandalorian at this moment. Or a lot of the stuff going on at Disney Plus at this moment until this Obi-Wan series starts. Is it tomorrow or the next day? Oh my God. I think it's tomorrow, actually. I could be wrong. Let me know in the chat when it starts. I think it's tomorrow. I have it on my calendar to watch it tomorrow, so it's got to be tomorrow, I think. But listen, what they've been doing since they went ahead and they officially announced on April 13th that Bespin Luke Skywalker. What they went ahead and did since then is they have been making statement after statement and laying down framework upon framework and giving you clues upon clues on top of clues after official announcements before giant events like this to tell you a particular story of where they're going as a company and what they're investing in. And they're absolutely taking the license they have for Star Wars and they are diving into it so much more than what you see streaming wise on live television on Disney Plus. The questions in the past on will we get figures from the Phantom Menace? Questions in the past on will we get figures from Revenge of the Sith? Questions in the past on if we would ever see characters from Rogue One that they neglected to release from the past. Questions on if they ever were going to come out with original trilogy figures before the 50th anniversary, if they gave you a few there years down the road. And what they're trying to do is they're trying to answer those questions for you in a way where you can't even question it any longer. And look at this right here. Not only are they diving deep into these clones, which remember we talked about this all last year, that I really felt from a lot of the data in the secondary market on how all the troopers do, for the most part, except the sequel troopers, but how all the troopers do within the secondary market, that as soon as they dove into and started putting out these clone trooper molds, these various different molds that they had, that they were going to even possibly get more into that than even the OT ones. And when you factor in all the data that I was showing you last year as well, and earlier this year, on the Sideshow troopers, you can go ahead, just write that check and cash it, baby. Because every single trooper that you could imagine, they're going to come out with for sure. And just look at these pictures here. Wow. And look at that vehicle there with the two clones, and that's pretty beefy. That's pretty beefy. Wow, there's so many comments. Let's go ahead with the theme. Let's fill up table 66, baby.
Everything that has transpired has done so according to my design.
80 in here. Hit that like button. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Let's get to some of these comments. Mandalorian Huntress, keep the drinks flowing at table 66. Just filled you up. We have so much to celebrate tonight. I know, Huntress. I know. Dark Jedi Aries. Let's go ahead and fill it up again, Huntress.
Everything that has transpired has done so according to my design.
Ooh-wee. Riley says, I put on my wetsuit today. Yeah. Oh, man. I'm sure that you did, my friend. I know that I did, because when I saw this stuff happening this morning, this is what happened. And more than once. And more than twice. And more than 3 times. More than 4? 5 for 5s? Let's go, baby. Oh, we got to fill up Grogu and Popsicle get a table 5. Whew. Baby, baby. Come on. And look at what Huntress puts out over here for the big dog pound, which makes me want to do it again. Woo! Come on. To quote Vader, where is Padme? Is she safe? Is she all right? And let me help you right now, Mark Attack. I know that you're itching. I know that you're wondering. I know that you're anxious. I know that you want to hear this. So let me first say this.
They call him the Wizard.
And I guarantee you that Padme's coming in that 20th anniversary packaging soon. Will you get it tonight? Will it be at the booth? Will you get it tomorrow? How about the next day? How about Friday? How about sometime this weekend? How about Monday? You have to wonder. Again, let me go ahead and ease your mind, Mark Attack.
They call him the Wizard.
Man. The collector number 1 says, I feel the Walker will be $415 and the other vehicle will be $585. But I'm guessing, who knows? Yeah, we'll have to talk about that later with Fabio. I think the $415, sounds pretty good. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, I could think it'd be a little bit more towards the, I think some of these will be close to the speeder bike. They're the same size. I mean, just because of the Walker, it could be a little bit more. I wonder if it would be probably a little higher. I think that's about right. I think it's going to be somewhere around there. The other vehicle, $585? Possibly. How about $485? I'm fine with $585 for that vehicle. I know the one you're talking about there. I've got Vader drinking at my table, says the Huntress. Well, which Vader do you got at your table, Huntress? This Vader?
That happens now is happening now.
What happened to then?
We passed that.
When?
Just now. We're at now.
Go back to then.
When?
Now.
Now?
Now.
I can't.
Why?
We missed it.
When?
Just now.
Yeah, and if you don't pay attention to Hot Toys, you're going to miss it. You're going to miss some of these announcements, and you're going to be like, oh, my goodness, I can't believe that they came out with that. Hot Tamale, the thick Bantha boy, is in here. Come on. Lane Kramer says, well, it looks like the Walker will be a power pose, which makes sense since it's the Hydra Stomper size. Yep, no, absolutely. Welcome in here, the Thor. Oh, goodness gracious, the Thor is in here. So let us go ahead with the Thor and fill up table 11 today.
This drink, I like it.
I know, it's great, right?
Another!
OG fan, it's going great. And good to have you in here. He says the wizard. Let's play it again for the OG
I
fan.
call him the Wizard.
But holy smoke, baby. I don't even know what to freaking say about any of this. I think maybe TK Phobos in the back. Oh, no, that's Fabio.
What's up?
What's
Hey guys,
going on, brother?
how you guys doing? What's going on? Fill me in.
I don't know. I just started. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Holy crap. OG fan says wizard. I think that there's a lot of things, a lot of people that are looking for the wizard today. And I think part of the theme has been, I'm going to play this because I fill up table 66 again, Fabs.
Everything that has transpired has done so according to my design.
No, Howard Chan's design is holy smoke, dude. Holy crow. Dude, how you feeling, though? Just tell me how you're feeling right now, man.
Well, this is insane what's happening right now. And I didn't see, we talk about vehicles all the time. And we talked about, them getting into more vehicles because it seems like it's going that way. And then to get 3 out of nowhere, we know where they're headed. Very, very clearly.
Yeah, I was talking about that, dude. I was like, and I know we were, talking a little bit today earlier, and I just feel like that I went through this right before you went on. I said hi to everybody, filling up everybody at their tables, and I was saying, look, showing 6scalecantina.com with all the news since April 13th to Best Bin Luke. And you have to wonder if they've been driving home a point ever since that Best Bin Luke on April 13th that they're diving deep into Star Wars, that they're putting down a framework to stop any conversation that even suggests that they're not diving deep into Star Wars. And it looks like that they're making such a statement like, hey, we all know we're making Mandalorian and Disney Plus television series figures. You all know we're making Mandalorian and Disney Plus television movie figures. But the conversation has been, not invested in the OT, not invested in the prequels, not invested in the Clone Wars, not invested in this. I feel like they clearly and presently put all that down and are sending a message out saying, we're in it, baby. We're in it hard. And this is really just episode 2, a lot of this.
And the main thing that I think they're doing is, with this at least, it's a little bit, even though it's cool stuff, cool vehicles, never made before. There's no reissue. There's no 2.0 of anything. I honestly think this was a distraction for what's coming, because this is, out of nowhere. Boom, we're getting vehicles. Oh my God. But don't forget, we're still waiting for that second wave of Attack of the Clones. So I think, because we haven't gotten a single head sculpt yet, so we're still waiting for more stuff. Absolutely, there's more coming. So I think this was just a little distraction to give them a little more time, and then boom, we're gonna get hit with the rest. That's what I think.
Ooh. Well, then I got to go ahead and fill up the droids and the pilots and the passengers at table 10, because you're basically saying
There's always a bigger fish.
and we are only seeing some small fish right now. They haven't even showed any damn head sculpts, dude.
Yeah, and I don't know if you saw, there were two pictures with the Hot Toys logos on. One was the Chrome Death Trooper, and then the other one was a clone something. I forget what it was. It was a clone.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That clone, that Chrome Death Trooper is going to be a continuation of the line of the copper, the gold Chrome, Now we're going to get the black chrome. So if it looks like they're going to keep doing these chromes, this picture. So it looks like they're going to be doing these chrome editions, which are really, really nice. And they're going to look really, really good. Obviously, if you got the other three, the porcelain, the gold, and the copper, with that black chrome is going to look beautiful. So I hope that they announce it soon because it's going to be insane.
Yeah, and the Thor 2941 says that the sleeping giant, as you and I are talking about here, Fabs, has awakened. Man, and Hot Toys. I think Star Wars is. I think they're trying to say that Star Wars is a sleeping giant for them. For sure. Man, I mean, let's talk about this for a minute because we were talking a lot last year, and I think earlier this year too, a lot too, that when we look at things, items like Venomized Groot, novelty items that they put out for Marvel and for other stuff, there's so many clones that they could put out, and so many clones that are in canon that people haven't seen in the shows, even clones that are outside the Clone Wars animated series, Rebels, and here and that. They could come out with so many variations of clones. Yet here they go, putting out a Death Trooper Black Chrome, like you're talking about, putting out a Clone Trooper Chrome version. It's hard to even determine, what they would put out first. But I think they're going to come out with a lot of this stuff and a continuation of those ones that you talked about, baby. But man, the possibilities are, here's the thing when coming out with this dude, because people have asked me like, Aries, are you really thinking we're going to get the white prototype Boba Fett? And I'm like, are you kidding? The way that moves on eBay and in the secondary market for Sideshow, there's no doubt they're going to do. They've already done 2 Boba Fetts like this already.
Yeah, but I don't think Hot Toys will give us a white one again. I think if anything, they'll give us something different. Something.
No, they never gave us a white one yet. Sideshow.
That's what I'm saying. Hot Toys, I don't think they'll give us one because of that. Because Sideshow already made it, so I feel like they're gonna leave that alone and give us something like this, a black chrome, a chrome version. So to give us variety. People like, for example, people who already have the white one. Are they gonna go looking for the Hot Toys one? Maybe if it looks better than But I don't. Me personally, I don't think they're gonna do a white one at all. But these though, super cool idea.
So many,
and like you said, there's so many different troopers that they could just modify to change color, to change paint, to change. And the one thing I want to know is the clone trooper. Which helmet are we getting?
I don't know. I mean, look at this here. Death Trooper, Black Chrome. And it looks like, what is the price that it's not showing up here? Let me try to move it a little bit this way.
$235.
$235. Okay, so listen. Here's something very interesting. Black Chrome, so it's $235.0, right? Clone Trooper Chrome version, $270. Is that a head sculpt? Is that a tomorrow? What makes that?
It could be. It could. That's a good point. So it could be a head sculpt. It could be multiple helmets. It could be a lot more accessories. Because remember the picture that they showed of the Black Chrome Death Trooper, he was only holding a gun, which is what I really think that they come with. A gun in the base and a thing here and there. So the Clone Trooper, I think, may have more stuff. And like you said, the head sculpt is probably most likely for that price point.
Yeah, I think it'd be. I mean, it would have to be a lot of guns for $35 bucks. But yeah, I agree. I think maybe a head sculpt with that one. And we talked about that before, that we were probably going to be getting a mixture half and half, or maybe I don't know, maybe better 75-25. But that every other one, or perhaps every third one, well, they'll have a head sculpt with one of these clones, and then they'll give you ones without it. And so it's just going to happen, I think.
Yeah.
And who knows what kind of deal Tamora Morrison has, but holy crap, bro.
Yeah,
man.
No, it's exciting. It's very exciting. And one thing with the AT what is it? The AT driver, the picture you had up when I showed up. I actually had some insider information weeks ago from somebody that we know. And they had sent me the picture of the AT vehicle, and it said, it was just literally the vehicle, a black background, and it said Hot Toys. If you look at the picture at first, you're like, oh, this is fake. This is like not, this is not true. This is not, it's not a real picture. So the person who gave it to me, I don't know if I'm allowed to say now, but the person who gave it to me said, do not share this. I just got this. I don't know if it's true or not, whatever. So I didn't share it, but I was like, there's no way that somebody's going to make this up. So I've known that the AT was coming, weeks ago, but you never know with Hot Toys because people do make fake, pictures of them. So, but yeah, so I've known about this. I just had to keep my mouth shut because you don't know if it's true or not. So,
well, where's your cigar? Is this what they call you?
They call him the Wizard.
Combat Evolve says emergency transmission. Republic headquarters. Is he? I think Combat Evolve is hanging out with TK FOMO and maybe CT Suckett if you found him. The clones have arrived in force, baby. There's maybe CT Suckett is going to be with this mix. With that Hot Toys is going to be unveiling with Sideshow, Fabio. Order 66 to my wallet in full string.
Literally.
Must have all the clones.
Yep.
Wow. All right, let's go ahead and keep.
And don't worry, they're going to give you every single clone possible. So if you're looking for clones, you're going to get clones. Believe me.
Let's fill them up at 66. I almost feel like Hot Toys laughing there. Yeah. Oh, we're not invested in the prequels.
No, but
God,
this is really crazy.
Insane, though.
No, this is crazy because again, it's to me, again, vehicles are cool. Vehicles are, but to drop them like that, and I get it. They're smaller. It's it's not a car. They're easier to make. They're smaller, in size. Still really cool, but the fact that they're dropping they're dropping vehicles like it's nothing. It's just, here you go, there's 3 in a picture. Like, what are they doing to us? I feel like they're trying to bankrupt whoever can't hang.
Well, Combat Evolve, thank you so much for that $5 drop. I'll get to the other super chats and things that are in there. So Fabs, let's talk about this, baby. They've obviously planned this for a while, in my view. They didn't just decide to come up with this over the last month. They obviously worked with Disney on the 20th anniversary packaging. They obviously worked to get that corrugate and all the stuff that they're working with Disney to get this stuff designed. So in my view, they've been planning this for a little bit. Like meaning, and I'm saying that facetiously, like, I think that they've had this planned for a while, and who knows what else they've got planned for this weekend and for the rest of the year. But let's just stay with this weekend. Let's just stay with this week. But what do you think about that, bro? Do you feel like they've obviously, because sometimes I see some of these messages that I read some of these comments that are like, oh, they're answering to so-and-so toys or this or that. And I'm like, wow, this kind of takes a lot more than a month to put this kind of thing together and to get those approvals from Disney and to get that packaging. I think it's been for a while that they were going to dive into this.
Well, first of all, check your phone. I sent you something. Anthony sent something for you to show the people.
Oh, the Mafia? Okay.
Yeah, so I think that this is 100% planned. They're not going to just come out of nowhere with vehicles and say, here you go. No, I feel like, again, this is a distraction, and a good distraction, because a lot of people love these vehicles. A lot of people, want these vehicles. We've gotten speeder bikes already. So, these vehicles are cool. People like them. People want them. So because of, and also don't forget, there is a vehicle on sale right now on pre-order, I believe, from the Mandalorian, and another speeder bike, I believe. I'm assuming that they're noticing the sales of these vehicles, so that's where they were like, you know what, people want vehicles, so boom, here you go. So I think that's where this is coming from. I think they saw that people really, pre-order. A lot of people pre-order the speeder bikes that are available, just to buy on their own, and they're like, you know what? Boom.
I'm like spilling my coffee right now. Thank you so much there, Anthony. Yeah, you sent it to me, and Six Scale Mafia is now. I see that he sent the super chat. We're going to get to that over here too. But he just sent thank you for this here. Hold on. I got to send this window and share this for everybody here. And let's see if that actually goes. Let me go back to my Chrome here. Okay, you can see it. Wow.
Look at that.
Wow. Dude.
I think there's a picture of you naked at the bottom, Aries.
There's
No. Look at that.
No, I'm safe. I'm safe.
I'm safe. Look at that. Look at that quarter scale Mando. I have it, and it still looks amazing in a picture.
Yeah, wow. Quarter scale Mando. Let's look at this, Fabio, what we got here. Let's start from the very left because there's so much we got. And I don't. This is probably not even all up because I see it may not even be all ready yet. To be honest with you,
that's a life size over there, isn't it? That thing is huge.
I can't. I don't know the way that perception is. Yeah, that's a Darth Vader, nonetheless.
Yeah, no, but that's 100% life size. Because look at that. That's supposed to be. Look at the floor. That thing is
okay,
floor, yeah. So yeah, that thing is a life size 100%.
All right, well, there's Cobb Vanth again. So you have to wonder if they're just going to show this again or they have that. I don't think they have everything out yet.
I think the head sculpt is what they're waiting for to show because, again, they don't want to just show it to people for them to talk about it, to talk negatively about it. So I think that's what they're holding off.
So what do you think? Do you think that this is all set up or they're just kind of getting this here? They got to figure it around. They might put some stuff in here. I don't know if this is all completed yet. It doesn't look like it is, honestly, with a lot of stuff. It looks like they put a lot of stuff on here. Right. I don't know if it's all done yet. But anyway, Cobb Vanth could get that this week. Looks like we've got, what is that, Casca behind him?
Yep.
Or Axe Wolves?
It looks like Casca. That's the Casca's helmet.
We got the quarter scale Mando. We got the swoop bike and OG bike, Mando, right?
That's what I keep saying. Speeder bike, it's a swoop bike.
Yep. Moff Gideon.
Look how cool that bike is. So I think because the sales are doing well, I think they were like, you know what? Give them more vehicles. And they're going to sell it. I guarantee it.
Wow. And, man, look at that. Holy crow. So they have quite a lot of stuff on here, dude.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of it is already released. There, you got the announcements from Attack of the Clones on the right. Everything in the middle pretty much has been released. That's the black. What is that? The black chrome in the front? Is that what that is? The Death Trooper?
I think that might be.
Yeah, it looks like it might be. You got Luke. Pilot Luke, you got a Darth Vader to the right in the back. You got the new helmet clones. You got C-3PO. I don't see R2 anywhere, though.
Yeah, no, I don't know if this is all complete or whatnot, but it's cool. I think that they're just kind of setting it up, putting some things out there. Who knows what kind of tables or what they got behind or whatnot. It looks different than the pictures we had this morning, right?
Yeah, the picture from this morning only had a few figures. Now they've filled up the whole table.
There's the battle droid on the far right. There's the super battle droid behind it.
Yep.
There's the clone. There's the clone from the phase 1.
Yep.
Trying to make out that clone behind the super battle droid. Yep. And then there's another one.
Well, that's Clone Pilot with the remember.
It's the Clone Pilot there. Yep. There's the 40th Luke. There's what Darth Vader is that?
You don't think it's ESB?
No, they don't even have it for sale anymore. It's sold out. No, that's definitely not ESB.
Yeah, I wonder.
But it could be. A lot of people think it's the Obi-Wan series Darth Vader.
I mean, if you're gonna get a regular, just a plain Darth Vader, then that's not a spoiler, and that's why they're giving it to you. I don't see, from this picture, I don't see anything different from any other Darth Vader. You know what I mean? At all. So I think that it could be from the show. I doubt it because they're not just going to give you something from the show just like that. I guarantee you that anything coming from that show is going to be announced. It's going to have its own original announcement. It's not just going to be lumped in like this. So I don't know what Vader that could be though. But
I'm skipping 6-scale Mafia who sent this picture his chat for a minute. Don't worry, Anthony. I'm going to put it up there. But he said, I think it is from Obi-Wan. And a lot of people are telling me too when they were looking at it.
I mean, again, if it's not going to spoil the show because it's just a plain regular one, then fine.
Well, I mean, Darth Vader looks like Darth Vader, right, Fabio? I mean, it's Vader, unless it's like the Clone Wars Vader or Rebels Vader and something like that.
Correct.
What they may not show you here, if it's the Obi-Wan Vader, is if it comes with the Hayden head sculpt, they may not show you that.
Right.
It might be like that Cobb Vanth. Like they could show you this Cobb Vanth, but they're not showing you his head sculpt right there.
That's true. That's true. So that could be a possibility. But again, of Darth Vader, getting a regular Darth Vader is not going to spoil anything because obviously Darth Vader, we're expecting Darth Vader to be on the show. So therefore, we're going to see Darth Vader looking like Darth Vader. So that's what I'm saying. It could be from the show because if it is, it's not spoiling anything. Like you said, Darth Vader is Darth Vader anyway.
All right, so here's my theory with this here, and I'm going to echo what you said when you came on and we started the show. I think that this is just a very, very preliminary little tease because they said that they were going to show figures never before seen and a whole lot of them. And I think we've already seen, I'm trying to wonder if that, I actually don't even know if, I think that may be the, that trooper in the front of Moff Gideon may be the, what is that, the Death Trooper or the, what do they call those? The,
Death Trooper. That's it.
Yeah. So, I mean,
you have Dark Trooper and Death Trooper.
The Dark Trooper. Yeah. Dark or Death Trooper. So I don't see the Black Chrome Trooper or the two Chrome Troopers that they already teased up on there. I don't see them here. Number one. Either one of those. And
that's got to be a Dark Trooper in the front then.
Yeah, I think that's a Dark Trooper looking at those legs.
Yep.
But someone correct me there if I'm wrong.
No, that's what it is. That's exactly what it is because it's not. It's like you said. It's not that chrome one.
So in my view, this booth, I mean, it probably wraps around, and you got like a couple of different places to go. They're going to go with one camera. You know what they do, like with Guy Klender and those guys. They're like, okay, here's a table of stuff that's already out. Blah 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 blah. Then here's the new stuff. So I don't think we've even seen it yet. I think we see some stuff here. We've seen the Super Battle Droid. We know the Battle Droid's out. We've seen both the Clone Trooper pilot and that Clone Trooper. We know about C-3PO. We know about Luke. We know about the other Luke. We know about that. So that's what I think over here. But it's pretty damn exciting.
Yeah, it's a lot. I mean, either way, look at that. That's a lot of stuff that either we already got, it's on the way, or a pre-order. That's a lot of figures right there. And, there's a lot of people that are getting all of them, So start making some room because it's coming.
Yeah, and I think that they moved some of those pictures, some of the figures that they had up. They look like that they're gone from this morning. You know what I'm talking about? Troopers. I thought there was a couple of troopers there that are no longer there.
Because remember, it was only two troopers. It was the Clone Trooper, and then they both came with two helmets. So the Clone had the two helmets, the Phase 1 and Phase 2, I believe. And then you had the other trooper, which was the one that was kind of scuffed up, and you had the pilot, and you had the regular, helmet as well. So those are, they're only showing you 3, but it should have been 4 if they wanted to show you the second helmet for the other one.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
You're missing the all-white Clone Trooper Phase 1. That's what you're missing here.
Putting this up onto the screen real quickly. It's Popsic. Welcome to the 1-year membership club. And welcome to you. It's Popsic. 1 year as a Cantina insider. Yes, absolutely. Let's go ahead and fill up Popsic at table 5. With that, the support is so. First of all, let me do this because it's a 1-year membership. And let's go ahead.
Don't forget, Popsic said he was going to do a giveaway when he hit a 1-year membership. So,
Popsic,
stay tuned.
Popsic, are you going to give away a full-scale Grogu? Let's go, baby. Oh my God, that's just absolutely too crazy. And Hogwarts Toys is in the house. Ray, my man, hit that like button before you spill your coffee and damage your computer. Another great show. Yeah, you have to wonder how many people did this in front of their computer today, Ray and Fabio. My goodness gracious. Putting this up from the 6 Scale Mafia. Thank you so much for the $10 drop. Thank you so much, Mafia, for sending this picture. The Wizard is behind the scenes right now at Star Wars Celebration. And you have to wonder what he'll be revealing to the Dark Jedi. Fabio, let's go ahead and talk about this for a minute. Let's talk about your first thoughts in the show as people are coming in over here. This is an epic time for Star Wars. We said it was historic with the Bespin Luke on April 13th. We used the word historic again on what happened, May 4th. I think that this is really historic this month for Hot Toys as a company, and clearly, like you said, where they're moving into. I mean, what do you think about what we have seen teased so far and what they actually showed us on the website? You were saying something again. I want you to talk about it again that you thought anyway. That's only the tip of the iceberg for this week and this weekend. Go.
So, like I said, I feel like, they know, not they know. They told us that, there's more coming, right? Specifically from the Attack of the Clones, episode 2. These vehicles are out of nowhere because they know that we're expecting more figures, right? Specifically more figures. So this is why I got, the idea of there's no reason for them to be giving us any vehicles. Like nobody's asking for vehicles. They nobody's seen vehicles anywhere for us to be like, oh, like, yes, Hot Toys give us vehicles. So that's why I'm thinking that either they've been thinking about making these vehicles for a long time. They found the opportunity. They saw the sales of the swoop bike already. And they're like, you know what? They like vehicles. They want more vehicles. They see that we're buying the DeLorean. They see that we're buying, pretty much every vehicle that they're giving us. So they figured, you know what? Let's throw this out to see how that goes. Distract them a little bit, and then boom, blow their heads with what's coming. So I think that's what they're doing.
All right. And Mafia, thank you so much for that $10 drop, leaving it up over there. Much appreciate the support. We have 105 in here. Let's go ahead and smash the like button. You are watching the Market Show live here with Aries and Fabio, a historic occasion, a historic time for Hot Toys, for Star Wars. Thank you so much there, Anthony from 6 Scale Mafia. Let's bring this up.
He said, check your phone. He sent you more pictures.
Here's what I'm not seeing from this morning, and I'm going to place this up, and which is why I think that they're just putting that table together right now as a display table. Let me go ahead and pull this up here for you, Fabio. There's Wrecker. There's that AT-RT. I think it's an RT. It's been a while. Clone Wars. That little from the Clone Wars. So I think there's going to be I think that there's just another table. There's another thing. But look at that, man.
No, it's
look
beautiful.
at that Wrecker.
Yeah. No, it's beautiful. Beautiful. Like I think this is one of the pictures, and the one, I'm so excited. I'm so shocked. Again, I saw pictures of this weeks ago of the AT vehicle. I had, I actually, never mind. But yeah, so I was going to say something and I was like, no, never mind. But yeah, very exciting. As soon as I saw these pictures, like, oh my God, I was like, this is actually happening right now. So super awesome.
The man of Hot Collectibles is in the house saying hello to Ray. Dante, the maestro extraordinaire. It's good to have Dante in here. Don't forget, make sure you watch us with Dante this coming Friday, because I think there's going to be a lot of epic stuff leading up to now until Dante's show coming up here on Friday. And then I'm going to carry it again on Saturday. I'm going to do something on Sunday. Fabio, you and I are doing something. We're just teasing it now. on Memorial Day weekend. We've got the market show live with Aries and Fabio to wrap this all up coming up Monday at our regular time, Memorial Day weekend. I'm so excited for that, man, because the holiday weekend.
Yep, it's gonna be awesome, guys. So stay tuned for that. We don't really know who's gonna be, around for Memorial Day weekend, but we are. So if you guys have nothing to do, come watch us, hang out with us. It's gonna be fun like usual.
Man, MB Dyson says, may the clones be with you. So you think that this is just that's really what they've been setting us up for since the beginning, is one tease after another, and then boom, boom, boom. All right, let's talk a little bit again here. We're going to get a lot more into these pictures and whatnot. Are you still under the opinion that we're going to get anywhere from 4 to 5 actual new pre-orders before the end of this month? Are we going to go from 10 pre-orders in 2023 to 15, let's say?
I think so, because again, to me, vehicles don't count as figures. They haven't given us, besides the first wave, they haven't given us anything, after that. So I'm expecting more figures. I don't count the vehicles as figures. So yeah, I'm expecting way more to come. Absolutely. And it's crazy because I remember when you were talking about comparing the numbers of pre-orders of Star Wars and Hot Toys, Star Wars and Marvel. And let me tell you something. Star Wars is catching up. They're announcing a lot of stuff, and I'm not saying that that's their goal, but I feel like because Star Wars is so hot right now that they're going with the momentum of it, and they're just giving we're gonna get everything. We're gonna get everything, whether you want it or not. We're getting it.
Yeah, my goodness gracious. Mandalorian Huntress says Death Trooper Black Chrome sounds so sexy. Let's go ahead and fill up the Huntress again on table 66.
Cool.
Man, oh man. Fat Batman is in the house. What is up, Fat Batman? Continuing to go on over here. Metamorphic Customs, Desi is in the house. Get your base toppers from Metamorphic Customs. Is it possible that they're way better than Hot Toys' bases? And I say
yes. Absolutely.
Good to have Desi in here. Looking forward to having Desi back soon as well, for sure. Man, oh man. Well, and here's the thing, pulling this back up, dude. As we talk this through, like seriously, I don't really. I think these could be exclusives, right? I mean, so really, I don't even know if you can even count this for 2023. If these are like exclusives, they come out now.
Yeah, they should be exclusives. Yeah, because that's what those usually are. They're usually, and let me tell you, the gold one, the gold chrome one was available through Sideshow. The copper one wasn't. The copper one was just strictly an Asian release, so that's why I didn't get it until recently. I didn't even know it existed. When I found out about it, it was already sold out. I was like, when was this released? So now I got to be on top of this stuff, because you never know when they announce Asian only releases, and that's how I missed that on the original copper one. So, but yeah, they're usually exclusives.
I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4 different Clone Trooper variants right here on this picture, Fabio. Do you see it? 6scale Cantina.com. This is the latest news. The breaking news from May 1st to May 25th, not even counting the Bespin Luke from April 13th. But I count 1, 2, 3, 4 variants on there. 5. Looks like 5. Maybe 6.
Well, you have
Or
the
3.
So the first one right there looks like Rex.
Yeah, that's Rex.
Yeah,
and then you have that 501st there.
Right, you got 501st.
Yeah.
I think the only different ones are either the AT.
The one on the far right is different, and then the one
different. That one's different also.
Yeah, with the stripes on the legs.
Yes, and then the one on top with the AT on the AT driving it. Yep.
And then this one's different too, because you got the look at the one drive.
Yeah, that one. Yep, that one. Yep.
And what about the one? There's 2 on the bike here.
That one with the bag is new.
Yeah, the one with the bag is new. So that's 4.
Yep.
Damn.
Yep. No, it's awesome. Yep.
Damn.
That's why I
Dude.
said, you guys want clones? You're gonna get clones. You're gonna get troopers. You're gonna get everything. Everything.
All right, so look, if they come out with that, if they come out with this, obviously they are going to come out with the 2 clone troopers we were just showing. That was teased this morning, one for $270, one for $235. We're thinking the difference is the $35 a head sculpt, the Tamora Morrison head sculpt. So it's going to be very interesting to see if that winds up being the case. But if they wind up being exclusives, both of those, and they actually come out this year, we're still in a situation here, Fabio. Look, even with all the heat that we got this month, we have 10 pre-orders for Star Wars in 2023. We've got 33 for Marvel in 2023. We got nothing in 2024. So if they were going to fill up, if we're still going to get, 3 to 5, announcements for 2023, I think they're going to come this week.
They have to. Yeah, they have to.
Wow.
And the number and the Star Wars numbers, like I said, they're going to go up. That 10 is gonna go up. That's what I'm saying. I don't think their goal is to catch up, but they're doing so well with the line that, like I said, it's super popular right now, super hot. You got Obi-Wan coming. Hot Toys is making so much money, it's ridiculous right now.
114 in here watching the market chart show live with Aries and Fabio. Let's smash that like button, baby. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel if this is the first time you're watching. And subscribe to my man Fabio. Let's get him to 1,000 subs for Fabio World. Let's go. Let's do it now, baby. And look at this on the bottom, dude. Star Wars 1/6/2022 remaining releases. It's not that many when you mix in count the deluxes as one and those type of things. You got one left from the first quarter, the Grogu set. Who cares? They could put out that accessory set, whatever. They got 4 remaining in the second quarter, which, Bo-Katan, Dark Trooper, Echo, Mando, and Blurg. Honestly, it wouldn't shock me with seeing they have Echo on display and Dark Trooper on display too. That we, who knows if one of those gets announced real soon. Not announced, I mean released in Hong Kong. So those could be next.
When are they due? Do you know? Second quarter?
Yeah, they're due in second quarter here. So it's already the second quarter, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, yeah.
I think Echo's May, June. So yeah.
Yeah, so but think about this. Think about
Trooper, May, June. Yep.
Think about what just happened with all these delayed releases.
Yeah, none of them are delayed anymore. It's the point with Star Wars.
That's right. That's what I'm saying. But they everything that was delayed, they gave it to us back to back to be able to clear up, and then now everything that they have left, is
pretty much
right. It's not delayed,
right.
But I feel like those are going to get delayed as well, and then they're going to drop bombs again, just one after the other to get rid of. I feel like that's what's going to happen.
Yeah, because they did exactly what you said this month. I mean, we got May 1st was May 3rd was the Clone Wars Anakin. Believe that shit?
Yep.
It was just a little bit ago.
Yep.
Clone Wars Anakin, seem to have forgotten about that. Then we got Moff Gideon and Django on the same day, on the 16th.
And these were supposed to be first quarter, right?
Yes, all of these were all of these were second quarter, dude.
Oh, for second quarter, okay. But
I think Django originally like months ago,
right,
was the first quarter. They moved him like the holidays. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. That's what I thought. So that's what I mean. I feel like not anything. Most of the stuff due second quarter that's due out now. I feel like third quarter. I feel like all this stuff is going to be delayed, and they're going to wait till the last possible second and just start dropping, 2 at a time, 1 at a time. I feel like that's what's going to happen again.
All right, so dude, look at all these releases. We're going to go over those the rest of these pictures from today, the teases today. You are all watching the market chart show live. I'm looking at the other screen, so I have no idea how many you're watching, but go ahead and hit the like button. Fabio, look at this. No head sculpts with any of these releases. C-3PO, R2, Clone Trooper Pilot, Battle Droid. Look what they went ahead and they teased here today. All these vehicles, these Clone Troopers, like 4 or 5 different ones. I'm counting. It looks like it's 4, like we said. Also, the regular Chrome and the Black Chrome Trooper.
It's a lot of stuff, man. A lot of stuff.
Yeah, but they teased the Mace and they teased a bunch of other stuff. And like you were saying, where's the head sculpts? What's going to happen this week? Talk to me.
Yeah, no, I'm telling you, it's coming. It has to. There's no way that they're gonna say, stay tuned or be prepared for a next wave of thrills, and then it's like, oh, here's some vehicles. Absolutely not happening. And like you said, they teased Mace. We got Kit coming. We got Padme. We got all these figures are going to be announced. They have to be announced at some point, and it's got to be now.
Yeah, putting this up onto the screen here, Dante says LMAO. So he is laughing at somebody in there. Hopefully not at you, Fabio. I hope Dante is not laughing at you.
He knows better not to laugh at me.
6-Scale Mafia puts in here life-size Vader and Fett. That must be what's on display over there. A life-size Vader and Fett that he's talking about there. Going through some of these other ones. AJ is in here. Welcome in here. And good to have you in here, my friend. Gosh, so many comments. Just keep putting it in there. The Dark Jedi, I'll get it up. The Dark Jedi is kind of having a day that's a little bit crazy right now, and a lot of coffee spilling, and a lot of this today.
Everything that has transpired has done so according to my design.
It just looks like Hot Toys is playing this
Before he started talking, and you played the video, I didn't know what he was gonna say, and he started shifting a little bit. I thought he was gonna rip one. I was like, oh, here we go. I thought it was gonna be a funny clip. That's why I was like, oh, what's coming?
Well, maybe we gotta fill up table 11 again.
This drink, I like it.
I know, it's great, right?
Another.
He just spilled his damn coffee, man.
Oh man, another.
Come on.
It's insane.
Oh my goodness gracious, it's insane. Yeah. So I mean, I
want to ask the chat something. Are you guys getting any of the vehicles? Are you guys excited for the vehicles? Are you guys pre-ordering or waiting until the release? Or what are you guys doing?
Fabio, let us know in the chat if you're getting any of these vehicles. Before, people were asking, and let me ask you what the price of these vehicles would be. And I think, and it might have been, I'm trying to think who it was, the collector number 1, but I could be wrong. That said, hey, maybe 400 and 15 for one of these vehicles, maybe 500 something for the big one here. What do you think the prices on these would be, or for the AT-AT? What do you think some of these prices would be?
I'm going to tell you right now, because you got to go by the soup bike that's on for pre-order right now. So whatever that price is, it's going to be around that price. Obviously, they're going to vary, but not too far off from that price.
I would think that the AT-AT vehicle there, the little dinosaur rider I call it, is going to be right around where the speeder bike is.
I think so. Yeah, because it's got to be around the same size. The only difference is one's horizontal.
Yeah, one's vertical, one's horizontal.
Exactly. So yeah. I think that's exactly right. So yeah, obviously the AT-AT looks bigger, because he's just tall.
He's taller.
But that's it. There's not, he's not massive. He's not bulky. He's not any of that. So I feel like it'll be the same exact price. Maybe they'll because visually, like I said, it looks bigger. So I think maybe they might, increase the price on that one specifically. But this should all be around the same price.
Yeah. No. Absolutely. Absolutely. What price did you get on the one vehicle they had up, Fabio?
I'm looking. Because it's not coming up. It's not coming up. It's a 285.
285 for the bike? For the
soup bike, yep.
So really, if you think about it, I'm just looking at some of this stuff over here. I'm sorry, I got to get out of this one window. Oh, it's coming up. There we go. Okay, great.
So that bigger vehicle, that bigger speeder that they have there, it looks like there's more to it than the soup bike. So that may be, maybe a 295,
Shoot, for those prices, that's not bad. I mean, if I can get a Walker for what are you saying that was 285?
285, yeah.
$300. I mean, I think that's fantastic, honestly, if that's what it would be.
And you get a Grogu and you get the bag for Grogu on top of the soup bike. So it's not bad. It's not a bad.
Well, I don't think they're going to give you Grogu here, but we could.
Yeah, exactly. No, correct. But I'm saying the soup bike comes with a little Grogu in the bag. Yep.
Well, maybe they would give you a Grogu. Let's fill up table 5, and that's the people to choose. I think it should be mandatory now, dude, that every Star Wars figure, no matter from what movie or what show, should just come with a Grogu. I think they should just give you a Grogu. Kind of like, you get a Mickey Mouse with everything. You get a Mickey Mouse lollipop. You get this and that. We should just get a Grogu with there. That'd be awesome, wouldn't it? I mean, kind of like you get a little charm. It'd
be awesome, but what's going to happen is if you give everybody a Grogu with every single figure, just say as a joke, they just give it. Every time you get this thing, you're going to be like, another one, another. And what's going to happen is the collectors are going to get tired of all these Grogus. They're going to be like, another Grogu. So it's going to become a negative thing. So I don't think they're going to be doing that with everybody. I mean, if they do, whatever. But I don't think so because it's going to annoy people.
Single Songwriter says ATST or ATRT. That's it. ATRT will be around a blurred price and maybe offer a clone with it and individually. Oh, yeah. Just like they're offering with the that's another thing there, too. Is, just like you get Quill with the blurg,
right?
You can get the ATRT with the clone or by itself.
By itself, correct. Yep. They're definitely going to do that to give you the option, just like they did, for the Mando. They give you Mando with the bike, or if you want to get, the soup bike by itself, then you can, which is very smart.
How much does how it's selling compared to everything that they're putting out, Fabio, in your view, affect what they're doing? Now, we've talked about that they've had this plan for months and months. So we were talking about a little bit earlier in the show. Like, hey, are they answering the so-and-so toys or this toys? I was seeing some comments. I was even seeing some comments on the Facebook on the Hot Toys release thing. Oh, look at what they're doing. They really were concerned about some. Honestly, it was a toy company I'd even heard of, but whatever. And I'm like, nah, I think they kind of had this planned for a while because you got to really plan that out with Disney. You got to plan out the packaging it's got to come into. And it's a huge commitment. I mean, really, to dive into Attack of the Clones like the way that they're doing is a huge, huge commitment. Forget about Revenge of the Sith and some of the other movies. But how much does the way that it's selling compared to all the other IPs right now affect even what they may have planned to do? Or they're like, you know what? We kind of had this on the side to see how it goes. But now that we're actually seeing it, and I'm pulling this up on the screen, we're like, damn. I mean, they know how these are moving. And that's sorted out all best selling right there. But even here, I'll put in the Marvel, and you're going to probably get, there she is, the Scarlet Witch.
Oh, absolutely.
And I'll put in the DC. But man, look at that, dude.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing, isn't it?
Hot Toys right now is just pumping the market with Star Wars because, again, like I said earlier, they know it's hot. They know it's going to sell.
How does Attack of the Clones? How does like C-3PO or a battle droid with a C-3PO head even compete with Doctor Strange and Scarlet Witch like you're seeing?
That's the thing. That's the thing.
Wow.
That's the thing.
I mean, I can see Mando. Obviously, Mando. I can see, but I mean, this is unbelievable to me.
But here's where it gets tricky, though. You have to understand that if you a collector, right? I'm gonna give you an example. A collector. Now, what is a collector a fan of more? Star Wars or Marvel? Because not everybody loves Star Wars. You have to realize that not everybody loves Star Wars. So you have people who are only going to be buying Marvel, right? And you have people who are only going to be buying Star Wars, and then you have people who like both and will buy both. My opinion is depending on what the collector likes is what's going to be, what's going to make the most effect, what's going to cause the most effect in the market. So, for example, if you have a collector that only likes Star Wars, they're going to be buying everything. Period. They just are. because they don't have to worry about Marvel, they don't have to worry about DC, they don't have to worry about anything else. That's so they could focus on the entire line, no problem. Which is why, if you notice, a lot of people are getting rid of their collections just to focus, because they know, they're like, you know what? We see where Hot Toys is headed with this. There is no way that I could sit here and collect Marvel, collect DC, and collect Star Wars, which, you know, for example, as a generic collector, Star Wars is my favorite stuff, but it's getting so out of hand that I can't focus on all three lines. So guess what? I have to give up something. And
Well, I know it's funny on top of what you're saying, because a lot of these collectors reached out to me that are bailing out of some of their other collections, and they're having a very, very difficult time. And I know that I'm working on the market value chart in the secondary market for Marvel. I know that you're helping me with that somewhat too as well. And it's not the same as Star Wars. It's not the same as all. People are having some trouble selling these again, whereas no trouble. I try to sell my Han Solo right now, or my Leia New Hope, or my Bespin Leia, or my Emperor, or my Dark Side Anakin's buku bucks if I wanted to.
Yeah, no, and because of the status of Star Wars right now is what's causing that. You want to sell anything Marvel right now, or DC, maybe DC, because DC is a little bit more rare than Marvel. But if you want to sell anything Marvel right now, good luck. Unless you're selling it for like super dirt cheap, you're not getting rid of anything. Star Wars, though, anything.
But hold that thought. Because Beskar Kippen's up on here. Hot Toys worries about in art like I worry about arranging my sock drawer, and I don't wear socks. Yeah, no, they planned this out for so long. It's not even funny, and they're really not worried there. But I was telling you to hold that thought, and I don't want to lose my thought on what we were just talking about there. But the interesting thing about it is that how much is Hot Toys also looking at? Hey, people are bailing out of some of the Marvel stuff. They're bailing out. They're selling some of their collections, so on and so forth. Is Hot Toys doing the same thing as a manufacturer and as a license holder, and taking a look at where they want to go ahead and pump as much money? Are they going to pump as much? I think they're going to continue to pump money just like that they did on both. But I think that they've ultimately decided that they want to put Star Wars on equal plane with Marvel at this point.
Well, I don't
going
think,
forward, not catching up, but going forward.
Yeah. No, I don't think that that's their goal. I think it's what's happening organically.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't think it's like, oh, all right, like now we're going to take Star Wars and make it our number one. No, I don't think they're even trying, but there's so much Star Wars right now that they have no choice. And that's where we're getting bombarded with all these, vehicles, figures. There's more coming because it's just inevitable. They can't help it. It's not something that they're like, you know what, let's try to pick out what characters we could give them. No, they're giving us everything, literally everything. So they're not trying to, catch up, like you said, catch up the line. Not that that's what you meant. I'm not saying that that's what you meant, but I'm saying they're not trying to catch up the line to Marvel at all. No, I feel like they're seeing what's moving the most.
And what's making money right now.
Correct. And that's what they're focusing on. Absolutely.
And we're showing it up here on the screen. Obviously, you got your big characters that are always going to sell. But it's just really, really interesting when you put up a show from 20 years ago and it's competing with the hot movie that's out. We also saw that with the Bespin Luke that was #1 for 5 weeks, competing directly with the Moon Knight release, which is absolutely crazy. So it's very, very interesting right now, the direction that they're going, that they're going in, and seeing also with the secondary market how crazy a lot of the figures are for Star Wars Hot Toys within the secondary market, and how crazy it is here as well. Getting back into Joe P says, I'm not a Marvel collector, but Thor Love and Thunder will have some good releases. Well, let's go ahead and fill you up, baby, at table 11 right now.
This drink, I like it.
I know, it's great, right?
Another!
Another release, another.
I said,
Good. Yo, what the heck, dude? Oh my God, it's just a
Well,
little
yeah, no, it's very. What he just said is very true. If the movie does very well, we're gonna get a lot. You know, there's
that movie will kill it. I think
there's at least like 3 Thors that are that we could get. There is there's Korg. There is the Mighty Thor, which is the Lady Thor. There is
Natalie Portman,
Valkyrie. Yeah, well, her. Yeah, Lady Thor, Valkyrie. You're gonna get the Thor from with the red jacket. Hopefully, you're gonna
get the Guardians of the damn Galaxy, baby.
I'm telling you, we're gonna get so much. The new suit Thor that looks like kind of like Nova with the yellow and the gold. Beautiful. That's coming. So that's a lot of stuff coming for Thor. So that's what I mean. So it gets tricky for collectors who like different lines because it's like, all right, so I like Marvel and I like Star Wars. Star Wars is killing me with 10 figures in a month. Like, what am I gonna and that's what stresses. I feel like that's what stresses people out because it's like, oh my God, like I want everything, but I can't afford everything, and that's when you really need to figure out what of those releases or announcements are most important to you, and hope that if you get to the ones that you wanted, but you wanted them, after the main ones, you hope that they're still available, when you're able to buy them. So collectors, it's going to get really, really tough for collectors at some point.
Do you feel that, I wonder with some of these other releases, and I clicked the wrong button there. Let's have this move. Here we go. P-Rock is in the house. What is going on? P-Rock says single songwriter. Thanks for the man puff, whatever that is. But good to have P-Rock. There's P-Rock in the house. Good to have him in here for sure. That is absolutely crazy. How much of this, dude? I don't know. I mean, I just feel like they want to fill up with a lot of Star Wars. Do you see them pushing some of the Marvel stuff from 2023 back? Or no? They're just, here's the thing. I really don't even want to get into it because I think you and I have already talked about it and we both are on the same page with it. They're pretty much are just going as business as usual and playing the same damn thing. And they'll come out with a couple, they'll come out with a month like this and they'll catch up. They'll release 4, they'll release 5, they'll release 6. There'll be a little bit of a lull. They'll do that again. They'll push some back in there and they'll just keep going and going like they've been. It really is the same old story over and over again when it comes to releases, I think, anyway.
100%. Exactly what they're doing. They will announce a bunch of stuff. They'll delay everything. And then start dropping. And I feel like another reason why they're okay doing this, dropping 2 one day and then another 2 the following week and then 1 the following. I feel like that the reason why this is okay for them is because of the response that they get from every time something's announced. We don't complain about an announcement back to back ever. So they're like, you know what? Yeah, they complain about the delay, but then they're very happy with the multiple releases at once. So I think that's where they feel like they could get away with doing that, and that's where they're going to continue to do that. Because I personally wouldn't complain. I haven't complained about all these announcements and all these releases all at once.
Yeah.
Who's going to complain about that? Especially after something has been delayed for so long, people want it already. They're like, you know what? If we give them 2 at a time, 3 at a time, they're not going to complain because they just want their figures already. So I feel like that's going to keep happening.
Well, with 114 in here, go ahead and smash the like button. You are watching the Market Show live, and Fabio and I are having a party. Let's go ahead and ask you in the chat, and I'll ask Fabio, and Fabio will ask me, I guess. What do we think about this record? Is this something, because they're showing it here, that they're just going to tease, get ready for their Bad Batch series? Is this one of the figures that can go up on pre-order this coming week and this weekend? Fabio, I will go to you first. This record, they're going to have it there. I don't think that every figure that they're going to show, they're going to put up on pre-order right now. But I do think we're going to get a myriad. I actually think we're probably going to get another wave, and it's probably going to be more than 5. And it's going to be absolutely insane. I think we're going to get set up for that. I think we're going to get a couple of exclusives. And I think we are going to go out with 2023, 15, maybe 16. That all of a sudden, we got 2023 pre-orders for the end of the month. It's like, oh my goodness, for 2023. But I don't think everything that they're going to show is going to come up yet. Possibly this one, that they're showing it again. It's going to be coming when the Bad Batch finally comes out, the second season. Or do we just get it? What do you think?
Yeah, no, they have to figure out whenever it makes sense for them to release or announce, that this is going to be going on pre-order. So, this figure, I don't even know, the reason I'm confused about this figure is because, for example, Echo was announced how long ago? When is that supposed to be?
1 year ago. 1 year ago. It's got 1 year ago this month, and it was May 4th last year.
So now, this figure we haven't even gotten a tease until right now. So when they do this, it could go either way. It could be a good sign that it's coming soon, or again, we've seen teases that took years to get announced.
Well, they already went ahead and also teased Crosshair, if you remember.
Yes, that's what I mean. So because of those two, obviously this is why they're even showing this, because obviously, they expect people to buy and complete the line. But my thing is, when is this happening?
Well, it would be very interesting if they went ahead and they actually officially released the Echo, which is supposed to be out anyway, May, June, the second quarter here, during the next week or couple weeks or so.
So
and then on top of that, while you release that,
correct,
you put up the Crosshair and the Wrecker
exactly
for pre-order.
That's exactly what I was saying. Yep.
Or they're just showing you this to say to you, hey, another breadcrumb, another very careful piece that they put into the puzzle that we're trying to figure out. We've heard all the comments that you don't think we will complete the Bad Batch line, and you won't get all of Clone Force 99. And it seems like with this, they're basically telling you, you're going to get the whole damn Clone Force 99. What say you?
Eventually, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, they're giving you a damn bronze clone or black chrome clone trooper. They're sure as hell going to give you this.
Absolutely.
Sure as hell going to give you the whole line with that. I think this is fantastic. How many of you in the chat are absolutely jazzed that you're getting another Bad Batch figures? And how many of you think this is actually going to come right now? Do you think it's just for show? And how many of you actually spilled your coffee this morning with that announcement? Let me know in the chat right now and did this. Man, oh man. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised, but I actually think they're going to hold off on this one to, put it up on pre-order until closer to the Bad Batch, Fabio. That's my call on this one, but I wouldn't be shocked if they just went ahead and put it up.
Well, maybe that's a possibility, but also don't forget, they got to create hype somehow, whether it's for the figure or for the show. And by teasing, a figure, either number one, it gives the figure some hype. When you see a figure from the show, you're like, oh my God, you start immediately thinking of the show. So either way, it's beneficial for Hot Toys. So we'll see what they do.
We'll see. 4K Media Guy says, yeah, I'm hoping Omega as well in the future. Oh, I think for sure you're going to get Omega. I mean, you're going to get the whole Clone Force. And Nathan Henderson says, Fabio, oh yeah, I want the whole Bad Batch. I think they will release a couple this week. They may actually release a couple if he's talking about that Echo. Hunter's not too far behind. And even though that's not supposed to come out till July, it wouldn't shock me if they have both of those damn ones done, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, it's I'll be honest with you. I mean, I'm just saying. But if he's talking about we can get the Crosshair and the and Wrecker here this week, why not?
Right. And they can, and it's possible because they've been giving us back-to-back releases, so it's absolutely possible.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And how many of you in here are getting here? And someone's asking FabsFigures, Big Bretta, Julio Iglesias to brush his teeth when he sings, to all the toys he's loved before that have walked in and out his door.
See, because he comes in the chat and he starts running his mouth. So, we have to let him know this is my house now. Okay? You're in my house now.
Listen, this has been a running joke, right? But a lot of stuff has been. But let me fill up table 66, Fabio, as I let you speak to this.
Everything that has transpired has done so according to my design.
And you have to wonder, is it possible that the Hot Toys wizard owns Hot Toys? And I say,
yes.
You will never know.
Can you imagine?
Do you really know? Do you really, really, really know? Oh my goodness. Yeah, we're getting the whole. So here's another interesting thing with this. Bail Organa is 100% coming there. Clyana 130, thank you so much for the comment. 1,000% going to come. We need a TK trooper. We need TK FOMO. We need TK FOMO who opened the show, Fabio. So we're gonna have to go back and watch that because you were a little bit late.
And we need a CT suck it too.
Is it possible that CT Suckit is going to show up before the end of May? And supposedly he is at Celebration feeding me some intel along with what Six Scale Mafia said in here. He's feeding me some intel as well. And Mafia, let me know if you hear anything about CT Suckit also. Supposedly he's there. But is he, is it the Hot Toys wizard that's there taking on the likeness of CT Suckit? That's the big thing. Big Bretta says to you a little bit. 1 hour late, that guy. He must be talking about you.
This guy, unbelievable. How do we block this? Hold on. Let me see what I can do.
Kinky Spectre says, where's the wizard's own hot toy? Come on, baby. It must be in the crypt with the rest of these Kinky Spectre.
Oh my god.
Yeah, oh my goodness gracious. What about this? What about now? Let's talk about the figure next to this. Because we have Hunter behind Echo. You have Wrecker, Echo, and Hunter behind him. So that whole theory that they can actually release Echo and Hunter with both of them there could happen, Fabio. But let's move away from the Bad Batch because we're going to get them all. What about this this ATRT here, this what they've showed in the picture and the fact that it's here on display? Could one of these vehicles or all of these vehicles actually go up on pre-order? Could this actually be the next wave? I don't think that it is. I think it could be part of it, but let's talk a little bit about that because there's one on display. Or is this more, hey, we're showing you this, we're going to give you the other figures in the wave? What do you think?
Yeah, no, I feel like this is just, a little bit of fluff. Like I said, this is just a little bit of distraction. This is to make people, think and believe that this is what's coming. This was what they meant. And it's not at all. There's so much more coming. And just be ready because it's coming.
117 in here. We're going to go more to some of these other pictures that are in here. Let us go ahead and actually go to this picture here. Here's a close-up of this one. Look at this, dude.
That's sick. Look at that helmet. I can't wait for that trooper.
Wow. Wow, this is so epic. And really, when you see it on this driver, it would look so damn good.
Yep.
In a display like this, dude.
No, it's going to look good. It's going to look good.
Can you see? So you're saying fluff, but could we actually get these troopers? Would it actually be more? Obviously, we're going to get. Let me pull this up because I don't want to go ahead and say it wrong here. Obviously, we're going to get the Death Trooper Black Chrome,
right,
and the Clone Trooper Chrome version. I think those are exclusives. So
I think so too.
Let's put those off aside. If we put those off aside and then we go back to this, Is this fluff right now, or could they actually come out with a couple of more clones and say, here's a couple of vehicles to go with these clones?
Well, the reason why I say fluff is because, I think that we're all expecting some head sculpts. I don't think everybody's just expecting all clones from Attack of the Clones. You know what I mean? I think we have to get some human figures, not helmets all the time. So, again, I feel like it's fluff because it's a little distraction to throw us a bone here. Just here you go. But there's more coming. And it's impossible for them to just leave us hanging with this. It's not happening.
Yeah, this is crazy. How much do you think that this was purposeful this morning? How much do you think that Sideshow allowed some people to take some pictures? They knew that there would be some people there. They knew it would get out. Hot Toys knew that some of the pictures would get out. Hot Toys probably recognized, probably this is, one of these drivers are going to be seen. And then all of a sudden, going back to 6scalecantina.com and going to the latest news actually from Hot Toys themselves, which is what I have here at 6 Scale Cantina. When you go to the breaking news section, everything from May 1st to May 25th. So I don't got the best when Luke got here because that was April 13th. But everything since there, I think this was kind of purposeful this morning. And I think the other thing we got to talk about, Fabio, as well. It's a special day today. Is it possible that this is the 45th anniversary of Star Wars, which 45 years ago today, Star Wars came out? And look what they gave us today. And we were talking about that last week, that we should expect some type of rumblings.
Yep.
And look at what the hell we got here. And holy crap, it wasn't another wave, but it was like, what the hell am I looking at here? Because they're talking about vehicles and we're seeing all these damn clones.
Yeah, this is definitely a vehicle wave. Absolutely.
But I mean, look at these clones, my man. So how much is this to set up? And how much for the rest of this week? And going back to, I know you mentioned a couple times for a lot of people that are coming in now, how much of this was set up for the week? How much of this was to build up for the hype? How much was this because it is the 45th anniversary of Star Wars today? I mean, there's a lot going on.
Well, look at what they're doing. Every time there's something Star Wars, they're like overdoing it. You know what I mean? Like they're giving us a lot. They could easily, usually, give us an announcement, maybe 2, maybe 3 max. I would expect 3 max. But look at this. This is letting you know we're giving you everything you're asking for. Literally.
You don't have to wonder anymore at all.
Right.
It is.
That's why at this point, anything Star Wars related is fair game, because there's no reason for them not to make anything that they could make at any point.
Well, look at all the head sculpts that they released this month. It was all head sculpts. Look at Anakin. Okay, head sculpt. Look at Moff Gideon, head sculpt. Look at freaking Django, head sculpt. Look at Luke, head sculpt. All of these knock it out of the park. And we're all going crazy on all of these announcements. And not one damn one of them, and I know this is not an announcement, this is a tease, had a head sculpt. C-3PO, R2, the clone trooper pilot, the battle droid, this and there. So I really think that you're onto something. It's kind of like, look at all these little goodies. Look at all this. Look at all that. But we haven't actually seen anything yet.
Yep. That's exactly. I mean, again.
And that pertains to this here. Going back to this that they teased on May 5th.
Exactly. That's why I call it, and I don't mean literally fluff, because, they're great troopers, great vehicles. I don't mean it like in a bad way. But again, this was just a distraction because fire's coming.
Fire is coming, and for Star Wars collectors, this is huge fire. And here's the interesting thing about this also. It warrants discussion. Because not only, you and I have talked about the last few weeks about how Star Wars is a special IP, because, it's built upon the foundation of toys. It was built 45 years ago today, not from comic books, not from a lot of this other stuff, but from a movie. And the hype on all the Star Wars collecting was originally derived from Kenner, which was bought out by Hasbro, and they make toys. And that's where a lot of the collectors are coming into today. So, how much here? I mean, I just feel like we're about to get blown away with some of the things that they put in, and they did give us like that Mace they put in there. You know what I mean? It was like tell you, oh, by the way, don't talk about Mace the war. I feel like every question that we have been bringing up the last year with all of this. Where's C-3PO? Where's Mace Windu? Where's Mace Windu? Where is C-3PO? Where is the attention to the prequels, to the original trilogy, to this? They give you the Bespin Luke. I feel like that they're answering it really, really in a giant wave out of nowhere, and they had a plan. But they wanted to do this starting April 13th. Why at that time, Fabio? Why not March 13th? Why not in the beginning of the year? Why not before the holidays? Why are they doing this right now at this time?
Well, think about it. It's the perfect time for them to do it. You know, they could, and again, like we said earlier, this was planned. This is not just out of nowhere, like, oh, let's just put a showcase together real quick for them. Boom. No, this is all part of their huge plan. And if you notice, they haven't done this for Marvel ever. Not that I remember, at least.
No, and I don't even know with Marvel. I'm sure that there's some things. The other thing about this IP, and what I was trying to get to as well, how many, I mean, look at how much they could make from the same mold. Obviously, you can make a lot Iron Man from the same mold.
Right.
Look how many troopers you can make from the same mold that don't even require a Tony Stark head sculpt or anything like that. You could just keep making these all day. I mean, they have obviously a special deal with Tamora Morrison. But besides it being the IP, like I talked about 45 years ago today, we're celebrating the birthday. And it's a special IP, and they're realizing where they could get a lot of money from in putting out a lot more toys in this IP. And also because of the way that collectors are coming in, they're coming in from a toy background, a lot of them anyway. So coming into this, it's a little bit different. You see the difference within the secondary market. But more gravy for them, a gravy trade is they could keep coming out with this. We're all spilling our damn coffee, Fabio.
Yep.
We are all going nuts this whole damn month, going crazy with this stuff, Fabio. Like this. And this again. And I could keep going and going and going, and not one damn head sculpt. That's gotta spell money for them, those boys at Hot Toys. Come on, baby.
Well, the troopers, like you said, it's reusable molds. All you got to do is paint them differently, paint the helmets differently, give us, a different variation of helmets. And there's your figure right there. 501st, the 501st Trooper was the best example of that. You got literally 3 troopers in one. Just from one body, you could get 3 troopers out of, because you got the 3 helmets. If you got the deluxe, obviously. So it's easy money. And again, troopers are classy. Troopers are a must. The fact that they're all similar, but they're all different at the same time. They all look great together. You could have 3 of the same, 2 of the same, 3 different ones, and they all look great together. So this is why you're going to be getting, troopers forever.
Well, and you don't have troopers like this in DC, do you? Or Back to the Future.
Right.
Or Marvel.
Right.
You got a lot of characters in Marvel. You got a lot of superheroes, but they could go ahead and take a break from head sculpts any time that they want and just put this out.
Yep. Exactly. And not only that, but, droids as well. You don't need head sculpts for droids. You don't need head sculpts for vehicles. So they could give us, all this stuff over and over and over and still be able to give us new product every single time and not even flinch about head sculpt. It's crazy.
It is absolutely crazy. Let me know what table you're at. I'm going to go ahead and fill you up. I haven't filled up table 77 yet, so let me go ahead right now.
This is where the fun begins.
And I think the fun's already started. Let's go ahead and fill up the cold tables. Table 44 is freezing.
Oh, really? You're cold?
And Fabio, table 66 needs another refill. It's the most dangerous table at 6 scale Cantina. And you have to wonder, is even the Emperor himself spilling his damn coffee over what Hot Toys is doing for Star Wars. And I say, how could you not? What the heck, my friend? All right, Fabio, let's make some predictions over here. Looking at this epicness, I kind of agree with you. I think that all of this is just the tip of the iceberg. And I think we're going to see at least several things this coming week that are going to blow us away. And are going to come from Hot Toys. Let's start talking about the very first figure that I want to go ahead and speak to. And I did tease it on this banner over here, and I'll just go ahead and pull it up, the banner for this show. Let's talk about on the left side Mace Windu, which was already teased with the battle droid that is up on pre-order right now. They did it purposefully. Could this be something that we see at the Sideshow booth? Obviously, they know that there's people there with hidden cameras. How much were they aware of that? How much are they aware of some of these pictures were going to go on? I think they would be very careful not to put this up until the time that they would do it, or a time that would go with Hot Toys. What do you think about? Obviously, it's coming. Is this something we're going to get before the end of the month? You think it's possible?
See, the thing with those hidden pictures, hidden images of the teases that they do. So, for example, the reason why we know Mace is coming was because he was teased in one of the pictures. Historically, with Hot Toys, and I'm speaking from my own experiences, when you would notice pictures like that, when I would notice pictures like that, and you would see, oh, there's I don't think, back then people really paid attention to those little hints in the pictures. But even so, anytime you did see a tease of something, it would take a while for it to be announced. Sometimes not even announced at all, So that's where I'm coming from with this question. So, they could take weeks to announce Mace. They could say, it was just a tease. We're saving Mace for, later on in the future. Totally possible. So that's the thing. That's why I'm like, is it coming? 1,000%. Is it coming this month? There's a huge chance that it should, because it belongs with, Attack of the Clones. We're waiting for the next wave of thrills from them. It would be a perfect timing. Does it mean that it has to be released with that? Absolutely not. But I would say yes, because it makes sense. But again, it doesn't mean that it's going to be announced, as soon as this, or, it's been a week or so, 2 weeks since it was announced, since it was teased. So, it doesn't mean that it has to come this soon, but is there a chance? Absolutely.
Yeah, and there he is right there, taking a look at this bad boy. And boy, what an epic way. I feel like that they're going to close out the month in a very surreal and epic way. And if they haven't already, they already have, just with what they've shown today. And just putting out these exclusive troopers that they're going to be, coming out with, and we'll pull those back up on the screen in a minute. We're going over the pictures, the little video that Hot Toys put out this morning here on the Market Show Live, which showed all the vehicles and also clone troopers that are going to be coming. And it looks like Fives is in there, or an ARC trooper, and something to that effect. It's absolutely unbelievable. But right now we're taking a deep dive into looking, hey, everything so far that we're spilling our coffee over has all been without head sculpts the whole month, as far as announcement was. But I think the big shebang is coming. Obviously, this tease here, Fabio, you talked about the way they did it in the past, but they're not doing things the way they've done it in the past anymore. That's for damn sure. They put this out. Everything's been real purposeful. This would be an absolute craze. If this was tonight, or if this was shown tomorrow, or they put out tomorrow night, or sometime during Celebration, holy crap. I mean, I don't even know how you could talk about anything else.
Yep. No,
but my goodness.
Yeah, this is going to be a big deal. All I know is as soon as this is announced, I know Anthony's going to be, we got to watch Anthony right away, because he'll be telling us the news and stuff.
Well, absolutely. How many of you in the chat here believe that Mace Windu would come this month at Celebration? How many of you believe it would come from Hot Toys? Let me know in the chat if you think that Mace is coming. We haven't gotten one head sculpt yet. We're getting a lot of troopers. We got C-3PO. We got R2. We got all the stuff we need. Let me know what you think. Are we getting Mace this month or not? Yeah, I think that this would be absolutely insane.
I mean, it makes sense if you really think about it, though. If this to me would make perfect sense for the the episode 2 releases. Him having a head sculpt, obviously, so it would fit perfectly. But again, knowing Hot Toys, it doesn't mean that it's not coming, but it doesn't mean that it's coming right away, But again, I think it's coming sooner than later, and as it should.
Maybe we get this one with the BMF, and we get this at the same time too.
Oh, he's coming too. That's another head sculpt for that wave.
Imagine if we got this too. But this is only 2. We know we're going to get a bunch more. But and I don't see this at the booth yet. But I don't think they would be so bold to put this back out again. They knew. Don't you think that they know that there were people there with cameras this morning taking some pictures? They had some of the hands off and this and that. They're not dummies.
Yeah.
They're not dummies. Sideshow put out the thing. Hot Toys put out the thing earlier than people were taking the pictures. I think it's all coordinated. But does this count as a head sculpt or not in your view?
Absolutely, of course. This is not a helmet, so this is they gotta work on this. But the thing is, I feel like it's a great sign if they tease it again and put it out for people to see. If it's not put out, it does not mean that it's not coming at all. That's not at all. That just means they're waiting to blow your mind when you least expect it. That's what that means.
Brandon Altman says, with all the upcoming shows, they got to get these all out. A very, very interesting perspective there. Michael Hood says, yes, Mace is coming. The party not over. Interesting as well. He's going with here. Mace Windu is going to come out on Juneteenth. That could happen. Single Songwriter says, reminder, when Hot Toys first announced Kenobi Deluxe years ago, they teased Dooku, and it took 3 months, but Dooku did come out. I feel Mace will be the same. We'll have to see. As someone says here, please, please, please. I know I want it this month. I do not think Mace this month. And the Thor says, Mace is on pace. We got to fill up the Thor again, Fabio, who's at table 11. Let's go ahead and do that right now.
This drink, I like it.
I know, it's great, right?
Another Star Wars announcement. And look, imagine if we got Mace and Kit Fisto, we would all be losing our stuff, right?
God, I think.
But wait. I mean, we couldn't, because I got to put up another one, because that this could freaking happen with this wave that they teased. They didn't want us to have a heart attack. Or is it possible they didn't want the Dark Jedi to just have a heart attack here? Imagine if we got these two and then they're like, 5 minutes later.
100%. This is not a thought. This is not a, is it possible? No. This is 100% coming.
All right. Out of these 3 that I've shown so far, Mace Windu, Kit Fisto, Padme, any of these 3 are the ones that you're thinking that they're going to officially announce? Are we going to get one of these 3, you think, before Monday? Or before the end of the day Monday?
I don't know.
I don't know with all these clothes too. I'm almost like I agree with you that they're setting us up with this tease. It's like, well, here's some appetizer of all these clothes. Yeah, but I'm almost like, how much shit can you give us?
Yeah, no, I don't think
but on my heart, I really think it's all coming, dude.
No, it's all coming. It's all coming. No matter what, it's all coming. Period. It just is. The thing is, for this, I feel like the second wave is going to be all this stuff. I've been saying it from day one. I feel like all the head sculpts are coming. Padme's coming. Kit Fisto, Mace. I feel like we're going to get an Anakin. I feel like we're going to get a young Obi. I've been saying that for weeks. And the reason,
go ahead, keep going.
Well, no, I was gonna say the reason why I think that is because again, it'll go very well with the fact that the Obi-Wan show is coming. So they'll give you a young Obi and a young Anakin, and then boom, you got the show. Now you have, older Obi. You're gonna have Anakin, whatever he looks like on the show. You're gonna have a Darth Vader. So, man, so good.
And Brandon Altman says, I think Mace for sure since they tease with the battle droid photos. Oh, yeah, for sure. Need Padme, the quadruple love there. I say Padme, says Eric Henke. Be Real says need Mace. The Thor, Padme. Single Songwriter says all of 2022 is the 20th anniversary of Attack of the Clones, 2002 to 2022, and also 45 years since Star Wars was created. Oh, he had to bring that up too. He had to bring that up. Look, we're gonna go to some other Attack of the Clones here because I think we're not even done because you know what else I'm gonna put up on the screen. But he brings something up, and I don't want to forget Fabio. We got Bespin Luke, April 13th. They showed, hey, you've all been saying it's never gonna happen. You're never gonna get the Bespin Luke. All the chats, everything that they've seen, it's never gonna happen at this point. Losing hope. They say bang. By the way, here's more hope. Here's more hope. Here's 3PO, by the way. It's all die-cast. Here's more. We're diving all into this. We forgot about this shit. So let me ask you this. OT. Anything OT over the over this week, over the next couple of days. And I'm trying to see if I could put up something over here. But let me go ahead and just pull this up on the screen. This kind of tells the story, baby.
And one thing too, you guys don't remember also that we talk about Queen Studios and InArt and all that stuff as competition for Hot Toys. With the amount of stuff Hot Toys is throwing at us, there's no competition whatsoever. Period. I
never even heard of InArt until like today. I think I was on someone's on the channel and someone's talking, what do you think of this InArt figure? And I was like, oh, it's great. But
it's just Hot Toys is just, man, you can't come anywhere near Hot Toys. They're in charge and it's their world.
Well, I know that's a very another interesting perspective because the Dark Jedi comes from a lot of other collectors that are coming in, not all of them, but there's a vast majority coming in that come in from like Gentle Giant, that come in from like Kenner, that come in from like Hasbro, that come in from like, those type of things, those little Funko things and stuff like that. I don't know anything about. Would you say that was InArt or some art, whatever the heck it's called there? Yeah, I don't even know about that. I don't even come from that. So the thing is for collectors like me, Hot Toys definitely are not nervous about it because I don't even know what the hell they are.
That's
not even on my radar.
No, and that's the thing, and I said this before, when InArt, Queen Studios was, announcing, the Joker and all that stuff, we're like, oh my God. But look at this. Hot Toys is giving us, announcement after announcement after announcement after announcement. And where is InArt? Where is Queen Studios? You know what I mean? And this is why, it's cool to get new figures and different takes on figures from a different company. Fine. But Hot Toys is king, and they will stay king for as long as they want to because nobody's coming for them at all. It's impossible to try to say, I'm going to take Hot Toys down. Not happening in a million years.
Well, and you can not right now with any other IP while you've got the little green guy, the new Mickey Mouse, not only taking the world by storm. It's the hottest thing out there. But like even according to Joao in Asia, he lives in Asia, it's so hot and getting hotter. And let's fill them up at table 5 right now. I mean, crazy. But let's talk about what the single songwriter's saying here. And look, baby, as Fabio and I are doing the market show live, we got 112 in here. Did you hit the like button? Let's go on a mission to get to 100 likes if we're not already. We should be at 100 likes. We got to show Howard our appreciation here. We want to see the Mace this week. We want to tell you, Howard, we want to see the Padme this week. We want to tell you, Howard, we want to go ahead and see the Kit Fisto this week. We want to see Obi-Wan. We want to see Anakin. We want to see it all, especially that Mace Windu. Come on, baby. But 45 years, A New Hope, Star Wars, Fabio. I don't know. Han and Chewbacca, talk to me.
Oh,
you never know. It could happen. I mean, here's the thing. It's so hard. How do you come out with Mace and then come out with Han? Do you tease one, announce the other, or you just say both? Can you even imagine? It's almost like so epic. It's like, oh my God. I mean, imagine if they gave you Mace and Han all this week. It's interesting because I feel like they may show you something, OT.
It'd be great, but I don't think that's, it doesn't really like mesh well, those two releases or two announcements. Are we getting Han?
It destroys the internet. We talk about how Ahsoka broke the internet.
Right.
We talk about how Rex broke the internet.
Right.
Can you even imagine the internet breaking if you get another Han and you get a Mace all in one freaking?
No,
but the thing is, you have to consider it because of what they've been doing.
Correct. And that's what I was going to say. You can't put anything past them anymore. Anything is game. Anything is fair game. Anything that they know, number one, that people want. Number two, that's making them money. Number three, remember that, they just gave us Bespin Luke, completely updated. Han is coming. When is he coming? No idea. But is he coming? Absolutely. If they're giving us a 2.0 of Bespin Luke, you better believe the 2.0 Han and 2.0 Chewie are coming.
Oh my God. I mean, I would just lose it. And I had to go to this OT thing because a single songwriter's comment there about the 45 years, and that is today. But I'm going to bring these up onto the screen because these are two that you have been talking about, Fabio. And this show debuts tomorrow. And it's worth noting, not anywhere in sight, but on my radar. Let's talk about these two characters from Attack of the Clones. You don't think we're going to get the ones from the show yet, but that show does debut tomorrow, I believe. We're going to get two in a row. Do we get a Attack of the Clones Anakin? Do we get an Attack of the Clones Obi-Wan to fill the void, or one of them at least?
So if they're going to give us one, they have to give us both, specifically from this movie. So, and the reason I'm saying that is because if they give us from the show, any figures from the show, it's going to be Obi and Anakin. They're going to be figures that we're getting regardless, no matter what. They have to be, even if there's no other figures from the show, we're getting Anakin, Darth, and Obi, period. The reason why I think that, for the episode 2 wave, these should be announced is because, number one, they were never made. Who wouldn't want a Padawan Anakin? There was we're getting a younger Obi-Wan, completely different than what he looks like now. He's younger. The face is obviously going to be different than what he looks like now. So if they release or announce a figure from the show, it's not going to look the same or anywhere near what this looks like. So these to me make more sense than anything, and that's why I'm stuck with these. And I will say until Hot Toys says to me we're not making them, I'm going to say they're making them.
Oh, yeah. And we can get these this week. And, those are two that mix well together. You talk about head sculpts coming up, Fabio. We were talking about Han Solo and Mace. It's like, wow, but you could put out Mace. You could put out Obi-Wan. You could put out Anakin. You could put out Padme. You could put out all those head sculpts in a second wave for Attack of the Clones, and it makes sense. They don't compete against each other with the announcement. It's perfect. So this could be what we get. Bloodsport says Newt Gunray. But Lord Sidious, he promised peace. And I don't know if I can copy it that well, but let me fill up table 77.
Where the fun begins.
Come on, baby. And let me fill up table 2, where the man is sitting that changed everything.
This is the way.
Let me play that one more time because this really did change everything, Fabio.
This is the way.
And Hot Toy says, "You bet your ass." This is the way to make money.
Let me tell you something. And it makes before the Mandalorian, I feel like Star Wars was gone. Everybody that wanted Star Wars before the Mandalorian was strictly OT. Strictly OG fans wanted OT. And the Mandalorian gave back life, brought back Star Wars to life. 100%. I don't care what anybody says. And Hot Toys is loving every second of it because they're making so much money. It's insane.
It's insane. And I don't that's what I've been, when we're talking about filling up those pre-orders, there's only 10 right now, even for the crazy 5 that we got in a row. There's only 10 for Star Wars in 2023. Fabio, there's nothing in 2024, and there's very little bit left. There's just 15 now, which I was predicting because they were going to have 3 or 4, releases, which they did have before. I'd love to get another one, but we'll see before they get to the month. And this is where they're making money. So they're going to put some stuff out, and I really think we're going to get hit this week and this weekend. I'm just wondering when they do it. Let's make some calls over here because we put up all these Attack of the Clone ones. We put up Anakin. We put up Obi-Wan. We put up Padme. Okay? We put up Kit Fisto. All right? We put up Mace Windu. We also put up for the OT. We put up Chewbacca. We put up Han. Of course, Leia was up there. Don't discount Princess Leia. Don't discount a Return of Jedi Darth Vader, which we don't know exactly what that Vader is. I'm assuming it's probably without the head sculpt without them showing it to you for the Obi-Wan series, but we'll have to see. Who knows what it is? Yeah, it's just crazy. Now I'm forgetting what I was going to ask you. I'm so hyped up, Fabio. I was going to say let's make a prediction over here. But here's the prediction. Here's what I want to ask you. Do we get something tonight? How do they break this down? Do they just rely on Sideshow? Does Hot Toys themselves put something out after they show something at a booth? I think they're going to do some stuff like that later that night. Could we get something tonight from Hot Toys? Like, again, we just got.
Can we? Anything's possible.
Do you think we will? Do you think we'll get some type of tease again?
I'm going to say.
I think we may. I think we may get something with this starting.
That's the thing. It's tricky. That's why I'm like, but I'm going to say tonight, I'm going to say yes.
I'm going to say yes, too. What do you guys think of the chat? 120 in here. Did we get to 100 likes yet? Let's go ahead and smash that like button for the Dark Jedi. Absolutely. Much, much appreciated. This is the first time you're watching the Market Show live. Please subscribe. This is an epic time right now, baby. I say yes, too. What do you all think in the chat? Do you think we're going to get something tonight from Hot Toys? Now we got to ask you this, Fabio. How do they handle tomorrow night, which is Thursday night? Because I think Sideshow is going to show some things tomorrow, right? Mm-hmm. So, I mean, how do they do? Do you think we get something Thursday night?
Well, Sideshow is Sideshow. They're going to do whatever they're going to do. Hot Toys will do whatever they're going to do.
Right, but if they show a new Hot Toy that we never remember that announcement that they had, when was this? Like a month ago or a month and a half ago, where they're like, hey, at Celebration, we're going to show never before seen Hot Toys and a lot of them. So far, we've seen a lot of what they're showing.
Right.
So where are these never before seen ones? When are they going to show it?
It's Hot Toys going to make the announcements. Hot Toys is going to show you the figure in a picture like they usually do, and then you're going to have to wait for it to go on pre-order. So I think that's what Hot Toys is going to do. Sideshow will show whatever is on the table, whatever they're already have out. That's what Sideshow is going to show because they're selling Hot Toys, obviously. But I think the announcements are going to be regular announcements, and they're going to be, you're going to go on the Hot Toys page, you're going to see the announcement. I think that's how they're going to do it, 100%.
Baskar Kid says tonight, and I say yes. Nathan Henderson says, I'll stay conservative and boring. Nothing tonight.
No, but he may be right.
Very good. You may be right. I don't know how they're going to do this. A call can come in one wave.
Yeah.
Mama Luigi, they'll try to one-up Sideshow, LOL. Well, if they do that, baby, now I got to fill up table 3. Because if you really want to show up Sideshow, you do this.
General Kenobi! You are a bold one.
That's the way you do it. Go ahead, Fabio.
No,
Sorry.
I was gonna say I don't think Hot Toys is or tries to one up Sideshow. There's no reason to. You know what I mean? Like, number one, they work together. Number two, there's no competition. What is Sideshow doing that Hot Toys is like? Oh my God, nothing.
Well, how about InArt? Or no, just kidding.
No. I was like, what did you just say?
Anyway.
No, not at all.
Eric Hickey goes, yes, get Mace and Padme tonight. Okay, that's bold. I can see it tonight, baby. I can absolutely see it tonight. Sam, what is going on? I second Jedi Starfighter. Anakin Jedi Starfighter. Yeah. And we say yes. Watto. And I say yes. Once the aliens come down the lane, baby. New release is coming. Here's the thing. Here's what I think, Fabio. If you want here's my call. I think we may get something tonight and something tomorrow night. And I will tell everybody in here. I'm going to make an announcement now. If we get something tonight, you're going to get me. Those of you that are Cantina insiders, you're going to get me tomorrow. I'm going to do a live show tomorrow for insiders. It's coming. I'll do it during my lunch break. I'm going to be coming in. I'm going to do it. But I will do a show tomorrow night. If they make an announcement tonight, I'll have Fabio on. What do you think, Fabio? Do it?
Absolutely.
Yeah, we'll be on tomorrow night if they announce something tonight for sure. And I think that they may, because here's the way that this goes, Fabio. If they sent prototypes to Sideshow and say, do not put these out until we make the announcement tonight, you're going to go ahead and show these later. I think that could very well happen over the next 24 hours. So I think we need to pay attention to what happens tonight.
Yep.
I also think that could happen tomorrow. Remember, the Obi-Wan series debuts tomorrow night, but then you have the second show the night after. And I know you and I don't agree on this, but I think it's possible. Although I think you think it's possible, but not likely. But I still think that the Obi-Wan figure, one of them, could come. Especially if they release the figure with just the robes and the blue lightsaber, where they put all the pictures in Entertainment Weekly and they have it all over the video. If they just come out with that figure with the robes, there's no spoiler.
Right.
So I'm actually thinking that could happen. So I think we need to pay very close attention tonight and maybe even more attention tomorrow night after the other show, the second one comes out. So I think it's going to be a very interesting few days. I think we may get something here or a couple things from the Obi-Wan series to start off. I think we may get an OT figure or two. I think Attack of the Clones, like Fabio was saying, I think it's just beginning. So we'll be live tomorrow night if they put something out tomorrow. Yep. More to come on that. Obviously, they're going to put something out, I think, Thursday night. We'll be live on the Man of Hot Collectibles show. So you don't want to miss that. Fabio and I will be on with Dante. I will also have a live show. I will have a few this weekend to celebrate Star Wars. So I will have my regular show. My regular Live and Raw is coming on Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern. You don't want to miss that. We will have a pretty good panel inside the house, which includes Fabio. He will be there as well, and Dante. So don't miss that at all. And Big Bretta. So tune in for that, and then we'll see about Sunday, Monday. Fabio and I will be for Memorial Day. We will be live that evening. More to come on the exact start, but pretty much the same time. Yep. So there's going to be a lot of stuff to break down. So you're going to get a lot of the Dark Jedi. But Fabio, that's all I got tonight. I'm kind of worn out here. We got 2 hours and 20 minutes.
Oh man, that's a lot of stuff we went over.
Yeah.
It's a lot of, it's a lot of releases, a lot of cool stuff coming. Very exciting time. Yeah, no, it's awesome.
100, and I'm signing off over here. There's 115 in here. Let's get to
I don't want to let you go.
100 likes. Did we get there yet? If not, go ahead. I'm giving you a mission right now from the Dark Jedi. Go ahead and smash that like button right now. And please go ahead and subscribe to 6 Scale Cantina. Much, much appreciated. And don't forget to subscribe to this man right here. This is Fabio from FabsFigures. And I'll be honest with you, we joke around a lot with Fabio World. But it really is like Fabio World. He could really sell tickets with the collection he has. If you haven't seen his tours on his channel, man, you're missing out. Go subscribe to this man right now. FabsFigures. I have the link within the video description. So you absolutely just click on it and go hit subscribe. Let's get him to 1,000 subscribers. And then if you're not subscribed to the Dark Jedi, let me tell you something. With this coming week, when it comes to Star Wars and the end of the month, you absolutely want to be subscribed to 6scalecantina.com. I think the single songwriter put up in here, we got 109 likes. Well, hey, listen, let's stop there. Let's get to 129 likes. 129 likes before I go ahead and sign off over here. Starkiller says Fabs has the best collection. It's amazing. No, seriously, for a 6 scale, I've never seen anything like that. And he has other stuff that you haven't even seen. I mean, you need to just go subscribe. He does. He hasn't even unveiled it yet. Just like I haven't unveiled some stuff that I have that you guys hear about, that I have. But Fabio blows me away. But I've seen some of his stuff. You absolutely want to go ahead and do that. Nathan says, I would literally buy a ticket to take a tour of Fabio World. All right, so listen, they come out with something tonight. I'll be on tomorrow night.
Yes.
With Fabio, we'll figure it out.
Yep.
We're definitely going to be on Friday. I'm definitely going to be on Saturday at my regular show. I'll probably be on Sunday as well. Well, definitely on Monday at my regular show with Fabio, even though it's Memorial Day. Subscribe to the channel, stay all the latest news. Facebook, social media is in there. I announce everything. So Fabio's in there a lot. Man of Hot Collectibles, Big Bretta, all of us are in there. Go ahead, make sure you subscribe. That you on the Facebook, that you join our Facebook group. Links in the video description. Same thing with Instagram. I put a lot of stuff on Instagram. That's also in the description. Join the channel if you like it. We had someone who joined today during the chat. That's all I got, Fabio. Holy crap, baby.
Yeah. Awesome.
Holy crap.
Guys, stay tuned. Pay attention tonight. Hot Toys webpage, Facebook page, Instagram. Something may drop. So get ready. Get those wallets ready.
Oh, boy. I don't always buy off-world Jawa egg juice out. But when I do, I buy from 6 Scale Cantina. Stay thirsty, my friends.
Thank you.